Hey fellow golfers, friends, welcome to part 9 of the mental series. I hope you followed closely and been able to look at the first 8 parts because they're critical building blocks to enable you to have a high quality, sustained mental approach to the golf game, to enhance your performance, to sustain a repeatable performance, and to enjoy the game even more, whether in competition or otherwise. However, let me repeat 4 main elements that I covered in those first 8 parts in one form or another and in some detail that are critical precursors to moving on to this piece, which is on building confidence, and then subsequent pieces to follow soon on specific aspects of confidence and specific techniques and methods that will follow soon. Do subscribe, do put the notifications on because they're going to come quick and fast. The 4 critical precursors are: 1. Good, constant physical conditioning, which has at least 2 components to it: nutrition for golf and fitness for golf, both of which I cover in some depth in earlier clips. 2, an effective practice system made up of several components, particularly if you're doing it on the range, of how you can take and practice on the range and take those elements to the golf course, but also when you practice on or around the golf course, or even in rounds that you play as practice rounds yourself. 3, a repeatable shot routine that applies to all your shots, including and especially putting. I just recently did a clip on quiet iron putting that I suggest you look at. 4th, a sound course strategy and plan, without which you will make many errors that are preventable. So of the 14 points on confidence, the first is these precursors. So invest enough time and make constant those 4 precursors. The second point in confidence is to focus on repeatability, not consistency. It is impossible to achieve consistency. If you ask any of the pro golfers, they will tell you that. What you need to get is a repeatable shot, a repeatable stroke, a repeatable routine, a repeatable process, mental process, physical process. Repeatability is the key. That will give you a lot of confidence in your shot making and in eventually improved outcomes. 3rd, you should visualize success, not just visualize your shots, but think about all the success points you've had: successful games, successful rounds, successful shots, successful competitions. Visualize it in your mind. Even dream about it. 4th, in relation to that, have good recall of your good shots and forget your bad shots. There'll be plenty of bad shots. That's golf. There's also a 10% element of luck. There's also just how you feel on the day. There is external conditions, weather and otherwise. So bad shots will happen. Unlucky shots will happen. Just forget those. Remember and recall the good shots, the good performances, the good out of bunker shots, the good putts, the good recovery shots. Make that part of your memory bank. 5th, very important, compete against yourself. You're not competing against others, even in a competition. It's you, the ball, and the field. compete against yourself. Very important. So don't follow what others are doing. It is really you, your style, your routine, your shots, your swing. Sixth, identify some swing cues for in your shot routine, in your swing movement. There might be a cue that you want to focus in on that helps you stay focused, that helps you get your movement right. Whatever it happens to be, it might be the way you grip your club, it might be that initial takeaway, like you see with Justin Thomas, looking back initially, his swing cue of just taking it back parallel. Whatever it is, have some swing cues that help you. And you can have different swing cues for different types of shots, so recovery shots, bunker shots, putts. Ideally, try to keep those to a minimum because you don't want to do too much thinking. They should become natural and repeat. Seventh, very important, start the game or round or competition positive and happy. It's wonderful to be out there. After all, at the end of the day, you want to enjoy the game. You want to enjoy being in the outdoors. So, as Sam Burns said yesterday, after several top rounds in the 60s, and when he was asked how come he's able to repeat those, he said, well, look, I just relax because at the end of the day, it's golf, it's nothing more. And we're meant to enjoy ourselves, so let's just go and do that. Eighth, going back to your shot, your swing, focus on what you can control, not what you can't control. Don't try to do a shot that's not in your kit bag, that's not in your repertoire. Focus on what you know you can control, irrespective of your handicap, irrespective of your age. You'll have some limitations, whether it's from when you were born. Look at John Rahm, and he had a difference between his 2 feet, and so he developed a swing that fitted that. He focuses on what he can control on his swing. You should do the same. Ninth, essential to do pre-round warm-up. Warm-up of your body and warm-up of your mind. I cover many aspects of that, some to do with physical conditioning and warm-ups and stretches, but also some to do with the mental process. And I'll be covering those in more depth in subsequent tips and clips on how to focus and concentrate, how to relax, how to breathe better. Focus on your body and mind warm-up. Start with putting in your warm-up. Remember that putting and putts are about 45% on average for most average golfers in their round. So start on the putting green, get to know the pace and speed of the greens. Putting is key. 10th, be prepared, properly prepared. Don't rush onto the course with your snacks, your water, your teas, so that none of those things start interfering with your anxiety or creating anxiety for you before you tee off. Be prepared. 11th, similarly, be prepared for the unexpected. The unexpected will happen. Suddenly a bad shot, suddenly a bit of noise, suddenly somebody rustling paper, one of your partners standing in your shadow. Be prepared for the unexpected. Don't let it bother you. Adjust to the situation. Stay calm. 12th, in relation to that, learn to focus and concentrate. Learn to relax. Learn to do proper breathing. I'll be covering all those 3 aspects in subsequent clips that are key mental tools, methods, and techniques. 13, do some effective post-round analysis. Not immediately, but within 1 or 2 hours after the round. And focus equally in doing some analysis of your mental process, not just, I got a bogey there and I got a birdie there, not just score. On your process, perhaps identify one or two things that you might want to work on, both on the mental side and on the technique side, which you might then take both to the range, but also to the relaxation and other techniques that I referred to. So some effective post-round mental process is critical. Finally, 14, prepare well for a competition and carefully. I'll do a whole clip in my last part of the mental series on this subject, so look forward to it. I hope you find these 14 tips as key aspects of your mental toolkit and your preparation to enhance your performance, to enhance your enjoyment, to enable you to have a sustained, good and repeatable swing and outcome. See you on the flip side.